14-year-old Amina had always been known as the light of her class. Her notebooks were filled with neat handwriting and brilliant answers, and her teachers often spoke of her future as though it were something already shining in the distance. She dreamed of becoming a doctor, someone who would heal others and lift her family out of hardship. Every evening, she studied under the soft glow of a kerosene lamp, whispering promises to herself that one day she would make her parents proud. But dreams can be fragile. The betrayal came quietly, wrapped in false praise and manipulative kindness from someone she trusted, her class teacher. When Amina discovered she was pregnant, her world shattered. The walls of her small room seemed to close in around her. Fear gripped her chest. Shame burned in her thoughts. She blamed herself at first, replaying every moment, wishing she had understood sooner, wishing she had spoken up. She felt confused, lost between childhood and adulthood, carrying a burden far heavier than her years. When her parents found out, the house filled with silence before it filled with tears. Her mother wept, not in anger, but in pain for the child she could not protect. Her father struggled with disbelief, then rage, not at Amina, but at the betrayal. Words spread through the community like wildfire. Whispers followed her on the street. Some people judged, some pitied, others turned away. The school authorities were forced to investigate. What had been hidden came to light. The teacher faced serious consequences: dismissal, public disgrace, and legal action. For Amina, however, the consequences were more complicated. Her reputation had been bruised by gossip. Sitting at home while others attended classes felt like watching her future slip away. Pregnancy brought its own struggles. Morning sickness mixed with tears. She missed lessons, friends, and the simple freedom of being a teenager. After her baby was born, sleepless nights replaced study hours. She rocked her child in one arm and held a textbook in the other. There were moments she wanted to give up, moments when the weight of judgment felt unbearable. But Amina was not alone. Her mother became her greatest pillar of strength, reminding her daily that one mistake, or rather one wrong done to her, could not erase her brilliance. A local women's support organization stepped in, offering counseling and helping her re-enroll in school. One of her former teachers, a kind woman who believed fiercely in girls' education, mentored her and provided extra lessons after school. Slowly, Amina found her strength again. She returned to the classroom with her head held high. The whispers did not disappear overnight, neither did her determination. She studied harder than ever, determined to rewrite her story. She learned to balance motherhood and homework, responsibility and resilience. Each exam she passed felt like reclaiming a piece of herself. Years later, when she stood at her graduation ceremony, her child smiling proudly in the crowd, Amina understood something powerful. Her circumstances had shaped her, but they had not defined her. Justice had been served. The man who betrayed her faced the consequences of his actions, and she, once silenced by fear and shame, had found her voice. Amina's journey was not easy, but it was hers. Through pain, she discovered courage. Through betrayal, she discovered strength. And through determination, she built a future brighter than anyone had imagined. Her dreams had not died. They had simply grown stronger.